73% of enterprise leaders believe their organization will be disrupted in the next 2 years. Yet only 31% have deployed intelligent platforms to handle that disruption. That gap isn't a statistic. That's a forecast of which companies will lead and which will follow. Let's be direct. Your competitive advantage today isn't your data. It's not your AI strategy either. Because everyone has one now. The gap that matters is this. Can your systems think across business domains simultaneously? Most enterprises treat AI like a department. Marketing gets a chatbot. Operations gets an optimization model. Finance gets a forecasting tool. 3 separate projects. 3 separate teams, 3 separate datasets. And the result? Fragmentation. At the moment you need integration most, according to recent McKinsey research from 2026. Organizations running isolated AI projects show adoption rates under 40%. But companies operating unified intelligent platforms are embedding AI across 91% of their business processes. The difference isn't technology. It's architecture. Here's what keeps executives awake. You're competing against companies that have already built systems that learn, adapt, and make decisions across silos you didn't know existed. While you're still arguing about governance, they're already 3/4 of the way to operational autonomy. We're going to show you exactly what intelligent platforms look like, why they're not the future anymore, they're the present, and how to identify whether your organization has one or just looks like it does. By the end of this video, you'll understand 3 things. First, what separates an intelligent platform from a collection of AI tools. Second, the structural decisions you need to make right now to build one. And third, a diagnostic framework to measure whether you're actually on the path to platform thinking or still stuck in point solutions. This isn't theoretical. We're talking about companies in Singapore, India, and across Asia Pacific that have already moved. The measurable returns they're seeing, and what your leadership team needs to decide this quarter. Point 1. The architecture shift from tools to platforms. In AI, tool solves a problem. A platform creates a system where problems solve themselves. Consider this distinction. A chatbot is a tool. It answers customer questions. That's valuable. But an intelligent platform ingests customer inquiries, connects them to supply chain data, financial forecasts, and inventory models, then automatically adjusts pricing, fulfillment timelines, and product recommendations in real time based on what it predicts the customer actually needs. Gartner's 2026 Enterprise AI survey found that organizations with unified AI platforms showed a 42% improvement in decision velocity compared to single application AI implementations. 42%. That's not incremental. That's structural. Let's ground this in a real example. DBS Bank in Singapore rebuilt their entire decisioning architecture around an intelligent platform last year. Rather than separate models for credit risk, fraud detection, and cross-sell opportunities, they created a unified platform that feeds every customer interaction, transaction pattern, and behavioral signal into a single evolving knowledge system. The result was a 27% reduction in fraud loss and a 34% increase in successful cross-sell conversion. Same bank, same data, completely different architecture. The application here is critical. This quarter, audit your technology stack. If your answer to, where does this AI decision come from, requires you to trace through 5 different systems, you don't have a platform. You have overhead disguised as innovation. Point 2. The governance problem that actually matters. Intelligent platforms don't fail because of bad algorithms, they fail because of bad governance. Here's the uncomfortable truth that most technology leaders won't say directly. The moment you centralize decision-making across functions, you've created a concentration of risk. If your platform makes a biased recommendation, it's not biased in one customer segment anymore. It's biased everywhere simultaneously. If it hallucinates a pricing decision, you don't fix it in one place. You've just corrupted your entire pricing architecture. Recent research from Deloitte's 2026 AI governance report shows that 78% of organizations running enterprise AI platforms without formal governance structures experienced undetected quality degradation within 6 months. Undetected. That's the part that should concern you. The case study here is sobering. A major Indian fintech scaled an intelligent platform for loan origination across 8 regions without implementing real-time monitoring for model drift. Within 4 months, the platform was systematically approving higher-risk applicants in specific geographic segments. Due to data distribution shifts it wasn't equipped to detect. The reputational cost and regulatory exposure forced a complete rollback. This is where your governance structure becomes your competitive edge. You need 3 things. 1. Real-time monitoring dashboards that surface when model behavior is diverging from training assumptions. 2. Explicit decision audit trails that capture not just what the platform decided, but why it decided it. 3. Automated rollback mechanisms so that if a model starts degrading, your system doesn't wait for humans to notice. The application is immediate. If you're building or buying an intelligent platform, demand that your technology partner shows you exactly how they monitor for governance failure, not theoretical controls. Show me the dashboards. Show me the alerting. If they can't produce them, you're buying a platform without brakes. Point 3. The talent reframing that changes everything. Intelligent platforms don't require more data scientists. They require a completely different organizational structure. This is where most enterprises get it wrong. They assume scaling AI means hiring more machine learning engineers. The data says something very different. According to IDC's 2026 AI workforce study, organizations that successfully deployed intelligent platforms didn't increase ML hiring by any meaningful amount. Instead, they reoriented 68% of their ML talent toward platform operations, monitoring, and continuous refinement rather than building new models. Think about what that means. You're not building AI. You're operating AI. That's a fundamentally different skill set. The example that clarifies this is Infosys, who restructured their internal AI organization last year. Rather than organizing teams around project delivery, they created persistent platform teams that own the health, performance, and continuous learning of their intelligent systems. The result wasn't more models. It was far more sophisticated models that stayed accurate longer because they had dedicated teams watching for drift, gathering feedback loops, and feeding new patterns back into training. The application for your organization is this. Right now, audit where your AI talent is spending time. Are they building new stuff? Or are they maintaining and monitoring existing systems? If it's mostly building, you're organized like you're still doing point solutions. You need to flip that ratio. The companies that are going to win aren't hiring more data scientists. They're redirecting the ones they have toward platform operations. That's already becoming table stakes in Singapore and across Southeast Asia's leading organizations. Picture this. It's 18 months from now. Your organization has moved to an intelligent platform architecture. Here's what changes. A customer interaction happens. Your system doesn't just answer the question. It simultaneously analyzes the customer's lifetime value, predicts their churn risk, identifies the highest value next action, and routes them to the right channel. Not sequentially, all at once. Because your systems are thinking together instead of in isolation. Your supply chain team gets real-time visibility into demand forecasts informed by customer sentiment, competitor pricing, regulatory changes, and inventory optimization. They don't make decisions in a vacuum. They're operating inside a system that's already integrated 5 data domains that used to require executive alignment. Your finance team closes every month with dramatically higher accuracy because your revenue forecasts, cost models, and resource projections all come from the same underlying intelligence. No more reconciliation. No more surprise variances. Just coherent decision making. And here's what compounds the advantage. Because your platform is unified, every decision it makes gets measured. Every prediction gets validated. Every outcome gets fed back into the system. So your competitive edge doesn't just get maintained. It accelerates. The organizations that get there in the next 2 years won't just outperform. They'll become difficult to compete with because their decision-making will be approaching something close to real-time optimization at scale. So here's the question we're leaving you with. When you walk into your next executive meeting about AI strategy, can you clearly articulate the difference between the intelligent platforms your competitors are building and the point solutions you're currently assembling? If the answer is no, you're behind. If it's yes, you know what to do. Subscribe to Apex Minds D4J right now and hit that notification bell. We publish weekly insights specifically designed for executives who are trying to outpace the competition, not just keep up with it. Drop a comment below. Tell us. Thanks for listening. If you found this valuable, please subscribe to Apex Minds D4J for more powerful insights. See you in the next one.